guys, welcome back to it.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tatara Suna mystery. When so much... There's little to be objective about. Unless, of course, you restrict yourself to textual criticism.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person. I want to write my essay on something interesting, and I'm interested in getting to the bottom of all this. That's the only reason I came to you.
Yes, you came to me. So all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make people want to read it. There's no getting around that.
Okay, but...
Aquaba and Sawada.
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna? But that's all the way in Inazuma. Is it just Paimon, or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here's just going about their business. Maybe it really is just Paimon. Guess people here are free to research pretty much anything.
Still, let's go listen.
Great! Let's go find out what this Tatara Suna mystery is all about.
Version of Genesis! I did not want to do this quest today.
Squall Fury!
Right, Skirmish? Yeah, right.
Falling into the abyss.
Okay, anyways. We're gonna do the Mondstadt thing. Because I don't want to do Interlude Genesis, whatever the fuck it's called. Okay, I want... And honestly, I do want to play myself some TCG, so... Let's go to Mondstadt, buds. I don't think I've been in Mondstadt for a little bit. Teyvat has its own laws. I know. There was a post where someone was complaining about like how Nilu was like 15, and then like someone replied with with a screenshot of this tip, and honestly, I laughed my ass off about it. Teyvat has its own laws, so I think one of those laws might be the age of 5 is legal. Yeah, I know. I should shut up before I get myself canceled. See? Zhongli rolled himself into a cutscene.
So, Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, it's not dangerous, is it? You need to be careful when you're opening packages. I once had a friend mail me some research materials, and all the bouncing around in transit caused a reaction. Once I opened it, it let out a stench that could wake the dead. If your package contains anything like that, then maybe you should check with Albedo first and see what he thinks.
No, this package didn't contain any hazardous materials.
Oh my goodness, Sucrose is blushing.
Timaeus! Sucrose! What are you two chatting about?
Oh, hey, you two. We're just talking about a strange package that Sucrose received recently.
A strange package? Yes. I believe it's from a Sumeru scholar who came here to study in Mondstadt. It's most likely a thank you gift for collaborating on some research together. Huh? A package from an academia scholar? Oh, then there could be anything inside.
Well, it is a thank you gift.
There wasn't anything dangerous inside. Just a bunch of strange cards. I think I've seen Timaeus with some similar looking cards before, so I came to ask him about what they might be.
You've seen me with some cards? Maybe those were the testing cards used for distinguishing reagents.
No, they didn't look like test cards. Here, have a look.
Oh!
Oh, you meant these? Huh. Sucrose, have you really never seen these before?
No, never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatonic sweet flowers. Why? Is this an area of research that has started trending in the alchemical community during my absence?
You could definitely say that it's trending, but not as an area of research. It's a card game that's been getting really popular these days. It's called Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG!
So this is the game we've been hearing about.
Yeah, we've been hearing about this game all over the place.
Mostly
This
Sino.
is the first time we've ever actually seen any of the cards. We didn't know it had made it all the way to Mondstadt. Must be pretty popular, huh?
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The Yae publishing house in Inazuma has even published a series of light novels based on the game. The story is really good. It starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it and discovers that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the Crocodile King has been captured inside.
This is the plot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sorry for remembering your ears, but, bro. Did the creators of Genshin Impact just look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Hey man, can I copy some of it? Yeah, sure man, as long as you don't make it too similar.
It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to his opponent's scheme and was sealed away in the casket of tomes. After being
is so
unexpectedly
dumb.
released by the kid, the Crocodile King possesses him and helps him to gradually climb the ranks and become a legendary TCG player.
Timaeus.
Huh? What's wrong, Sucrose? If you're interested in how the story plays out, I can lend you the novels.
No. I was just thinking about that time you requested an extension on your progress report deadline, citing personal reasons for the delay.
Well, I did go through a phase recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now. I've committed to not even touch Genius Invocation TCG until I've made enough progress in my research.
Well, that's unfortunate. Oh? Why's that? Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with, I thought that I should at least try to learn the rules. That way, I could say that I at least tried to appreciate his gift.
Yeah, that's really
Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru, who knows? Playing it might even make you smarter.
Then you desperately need to play this game.
Just wait until Paimon plays it enough to become smarter than you! Then you'll be sorry!
Okay, then I'll just
Although,
drown you in the fountain.
It seems like we can't learn how to play it anytime soon, 'cause Timaeus has given up for a while.
Well, research is my priority, you know. But if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually suggest you go to the Cat's Tail.
That's Margaret's place. Hey Margaret, do you actually sell food in the Cat's Tail?
Yep, that's the place. It's where everyone in the community goes to play when they have time. They gather there, trade cards, and they're very welcoming to new players. Trying to learn the rules can be intimidating at first, but it's a lot of fun once you get the hang of it.
You want to know something? I bet Diona is pretty much sweaty over this game. You know how like competitive FPS player can be in like their game? Yeah, that's how I imagine Diona being stupid competitive.
Understood. Traveler, Paimon, let's go to the Cat's Tail and try asking around. To be honest, hearing Timaeus talking about the game has also piqued my curiosity.
Okay.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going!
Circus is cool. I like her. Anyways, let's go. Battlefield of dice, cats, and cards. I'm not gonna lie. Should I resurrect Wander? No, why not? I just really want to rise up.
behold!
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
I like Wanderer's skill. It's really cool. You can invite them for a duel at any time. Ooh. Should I just have like an insane episode where I just battle every other NPC that can play the game with you? That would be a cool idea. Like after we get done with the quest, we whooping every other player's ass. Oh damn, that's a big
Welcome
cat.
to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Oh my gosh. Sucrose! I already knew this part about her, how she tried to get like DNA samples from Diona. Damn, Sucrose, that's a little
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
fur from the cat still stuff.
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail? I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later.
Yeah!
Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Oh my gosh. That is so dumb.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers? Speaking of which, I believe you've already met.
Met who?
You know Prince. This is the Cat's Tail after all, so I thought having a cat take care of our new customers would be quite a nice touch.
Prince is huge.
Ah, allow
That's bigger
me
than
to
the other cat
interpret.
models, right?
Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
Ah, I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players.
Oh, bruh. My boy Sino, he would whoop Prince's ass.
The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
Okay. I bet Prince doesn't even know how to play the game, but it's this Dumbo holding the cards, and he's just like really good at it, so he uses Prince as a front.
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
I don't know who the first
How
one
can you
was.
use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince.
Bro.
Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Ah, understood.
Prince just
I do
chewed out his
apologize.
underling.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain?
Oh my.
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
That's pretty weird.
It was the duels of Genius Invocation TCG that allowed our hearts to bond. It's understandable
most
that
anime,
ordinary
like,
people
shit
such as
that I've ever
yourselves
gotten
are
from
unable
this
to
game yet.
comprehend such a thing.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
No,
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Yeah, same.
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
I'm gonna whoop Prince's.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself. And I must therefore politely decline.
Okay, you cocky asshole.
That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty cardmaster Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
Damn, Shuya, you're over. Damn, you're very dramatic. Right, Prince's paws probably can't hold the cards.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Man, a sassy cat girl.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know. Huh. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh. Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh.
I have the same mindset of Diona, except it's for nicotine products, and honestly, they should not exist.
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink. You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights.
Yeah, better economy, baby.
Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
Margaret, she is not a good employee.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol.
Damn, Prince.
Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then, our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Okay, Shuyan.
Shuyan,
Shut the fuck
drink
up.
mixing, now.
Thank you, Margaret.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there.
I'm ready to whoop some people's ass. Okay.
Squall and Fury.
I have to.
Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table. Deck? Yes. You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
That's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more cards than that. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days, and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything.
Stop lying.
Please. All right, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right? Yep. So, are you ready to start?
I'm ready.
All right, then let's begin.
Okay, I'm gonna whoop some dice. And then I'm going to beat up Prince because Prince is a cocky asshole. Loading, loading. I need to start uploading more regularly, but damn, bro, I just can't. I can do it.
Welcome to the world of
let's
Genius
go.
Invocation TCG. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Why can't I select Kaya?
Let's go.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills.
Do I have to attack that one specifically? Why can't I?
Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again. Now, these are omni-element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type. So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on, give it a try. That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. Bam!
Bro, she sounds like a surfer girl from like a Teen Beach movie.
But the game has only just begun. Remember? You have to defeat all opponents to win. As much as we'd like to attack again, it seems like we've run out of usable dice.
We can just go normal.
In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round.
We can just use normal. Okay. Okay.
All right, here we are, a fresh new round. Woohoo! And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. Ooh, that's some terror. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and reroll them.
I don't have a single hydro! Oh!
When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first. This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy. Once D-Luke's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still one short. Never mind. Let's start with a normal attack instead. D-Luke's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type.
Yeah, let's go with the hydro.
In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill. Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental burst!
Diona has so much fun playing this.
Time for retribution!
Okay, Diona, please don't coach me through this one because I actually want to genuinely beat your ass.
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage.
Cryo, and there was only one
Oh, it seems like it.
Why is it not going to allow me to reroll the pyro? That is still.
When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Dodge this!
Good! Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters, though. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have 1 active character, while others are considered standby characters. Normally, we can only use the active character skill. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch them to the active character. In this case, we'll have to switch to D-Luke in order to use his skills.
Damn, she obviously despises passion.
You can spend 1 elemental die of any.
Let's go.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. So once it's done, it's your opponent's turn. Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked D-Luke. Alright then, now that D-Luke is our active character, it's time to use his skill. Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the melt elemental reaction. When triggered, melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Genius Invocation's elemental reaction system is pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it's almost identical with the game's elemental reaction system. Ha! Okay, Deanna.
All right. Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards.
I want the Paimon one.
These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack.
Bro. The game just gives us really shitty rolls. Why?
Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example. So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card. So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. But wait, D-Luke's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1. Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. And this card isn't useful right now, so we might as well use it for elemental tuning.
Darn it.
Sometimes, you won't be able to perform any actions you want. Ingenious Invocation TCG. Keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning. Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast action. Come on, hurry up! Use elemental tuning to get yourself 3 pyro dice. Well, would you look at that? Because you have the white eye... Now comes the final part. Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand.
Oh boy, we all know what this card's a reference to. Totally not a certain not to a certain Mondstatter who got slaughtered by the Raiden Shogun. Totally not.
At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What?
I'm gonna choose this one. Yeah, the witch's scorching hat. That's really cool.
Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
I've not really been.
This will be interesting.
Okay, I only have 3.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these roles. Now let me teach you one last trick, free of charge. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. May victory...
What does the Paimon do? That is really tempting, not going to lie. Since Dealer is currently not on field. Omni dice. And we're gonna do a frost. Because I am not using this, I'm going to switch it out and turn it into cryo. And now, all I have to do is just build up energy, which I only have to do for like 2 turns. Okay, let's see what we can do here.
Freeze! Dodge this!
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
I just need to roll one. The elemental burst.
This moment will be frozen in time.
That did surprisingly very low damage. I have to we don't even have enough. We don't even have enough dodge, so. What does the cryo crown card? Come on. I only get 2 on these. Actually, no, I can finish them off. Yeah, that was shit. Okay, Kaya, you can take the hit, but I'm gonna switch Diluc to active.
Let's go.
Kaya's burst ended the match, bro. I brought out Diluc just to finish it off, but hey, listen, Kaya, bro, got to save him. Will I get Sucrose's card? Because, like, bro. Looks like I would.
Alright, cool. Those are the basics. Did you get all that? What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze
I
hounds.
love how she says booze.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand the basic premise of the game now.
Yeah.
That
Only got
was
one reroll.
quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation.
Oh my gosh.
I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
Yeah. But, oh my goodness, it's been a while since I've seen Diluc's OG skin model. And, oh man, that constant bra face that he has. He has like resting bra face. Or resting bitch face. When did you get here? No, not at all,
You
man.
snuck in without making a sound.
Okay, we all know Paimon is a certified Diluc.
Anyway, what are you doing here?
We all know Diluc wants to hang
The
out.
Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Oh,
This card?
the Diluc card.
It's Diluc's character card.
It's a badass.
Although I
looking
have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
You want to know something? This is like the most fourth wall breaking time this has ever happened in Genshin. In my opinion, this is kind of breaking the fourth wall.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
Eye patch, you say?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned.
I tell it to
Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share.
you up for a game?
I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the cat's tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time.
Sure, I look forward.
Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you.
She hates D-Luke. I really wish that her and D-Luke just sat in a room and just talked about their preferences on wine and about how she wants to destroy Mondstadt's economy. Like, the thing is, if Mondstadt's wine industry goes kaput, the entire region's economy is gonna collapse, basically. For example, you know how, like, Morax lost his gnosis, so he can no longer make Mora. So that technically means Mora is a limited resource with a very, even though it's a large limit, with a very fine limit.
Uh-oh. Guard captain.
Oh. Wait,
I hope Kaya will be alright.
he's not gonna murder him. Hopefully.
Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun. But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards.
Can I buy 'em?
Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards. Got it?
33 cards. That's a huge deck. Like, bro, I have like almost 200 cards of Uno.
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. But now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card.
Sucrose. It literally has her face on it. How did you not recognize it? Sucrose. What the fuck?
Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, D-Luke, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel?
Guys, we'll have to wait till next episode. I know that today's episode's a hefty one. I know. Can you shut the fuck up, Prince? Anyways, we'll be challenging this knockoff cat girl next episode. Really hope that you guys enjoyed. I sure did enjoy. Sucrose, I'm not gonna lie, you're supposed to be a smart person. How did you not realize that it was your character card? How? Anyways, see you guys next time, and goodbye.